Good morning, Heptagon. It is once again Wednesday, and I'm here to tell you what I do when I go back to school. But I'm homeschooled, so it's a little different.
Making videos happily on Nerdfighteria Island, on Nerdfighteria Island.
Being homeschooled, I get to go to school basically whenever my family decides to, and what my family has decided on is to go on what I like to call an endless loop of school. What happens is we finish, 1 year of school at, the end of May, and then start again the very next day on the very beginning of June. And we just kind of go on and go on and go on. Why that is good is simply because we get less and less work. So by the time we get to May, it's like half an hour of work and then we're done. But it's really difficult because we don't get that summer vacation, which doesn't really make it difficult. It just makes it to where we have to work pretty much every single day. That being said, I will answer 3 questions that I get asked the most about homeschooling. The first question is, what kind of days off do you get? Holidays and the like. As I said before, we really don't get summer vacations, but we do get certain days off the week. See, my mom mostly does the teaching, and it gets really hard on them to teach 5 kids. That's right, I have 4 siblings. 5 kids every single day, all in different grades. So what they do is they give us 2 days off a week, but we kind of switch off, so we could still work with about 3 kids a day while giving 2 of them a day off. My 2 days off from school, for example, would be Monday and Friday. However, we also get Sundays off, but it's all scheduled, so we get 1 Sunday off for each kid. So for instance, the youngest kid gets a day off on the first Sunday, and the second youngest kid gets a day off on the second Sunday. My day off is on the 4th Sunday. That's pretty much how we get on, what you would call our weekend, those 3 days. However, just because we don't have summer off doesn't mean that we don't get any other days off. We have, for instance, Christmas break and Easter break. We get some time, just a little bit of time off for Halloween. Another nice thing is that we can take days off whenever we want to. So even though we're working in the middle of summer, we can take a week off for a vacation. We take the first Tuesday of the month off so we can go visit our grandparents. If there are any other special events, we take the day off. So it's just really, really nice to just have that luxury. Second question I'm often asked is, how does this affect your social life with other kids that go to school? I get asked this a lot, and it never fails to surprise me why people think that I'm always sheltered in my house alone. I mean, I know it's called homeschool, but I am allowed to have a life outside of these walls. I think homeschooling has been a greater effect on my social life. There are 2 schools in this town, a public school and a Catholic school, and with being homeschooled, it makes me kind of the neutral party, meaning I can be friends with almost anyone. I have a bunch of friends that go to the public school, and they're very, very, very nerdy, and that's where I get my nerd vein. That's where I hang out. That's where I grow upon the pastime which I have taken to. But I also have a bunch of friends from the Catholic school, and these guys have really and truly deepened my faith. We're all part of the youth group in town, and it's just a great experience to be with them, and I have a lot of good times with them. A couple of them are nerds, so it's good. You don't have to worry about that. But it's just really nice to have, these 2 completely different groups of friends, but my best friends nonetheless. But I also get to be friends with other homeschooled kids. There are different programs in this town, like homeschool swim up at the community center, and my friends and I started like a homeschool book club kind of thing. It's just, I met so many different people, and it doesn't really affect my social life at all. In fact, if it does affect my social life, being homeschooled makes it better. Another question that I often get asked is, who teaches me? Does my mom teach me? My dad teach me? Do I take an online course? Do I teach myself? And that's a more complicated answer. Basically what happens is my mom is in charge of everything that happens. She gives me the homework, she teaches me things like, calculus and my religion class and a whole bunch of other stuff. However, there are a few classes that I teach myself. I teach myself chemistry, I teach myself, grammar, English, that kind of thing. The study of English, and I teach myself geometry. I don't teach it all to myself. My mom helps me with it a lot, but I look at the examples and learn the lesson by myself. Yeah, my dad tutors me and helps me with a couple things that I wouldn't have known otherwise, but my mom is the main one who does it. No online classes. No online classes. And at that note, seeing as how we are in my school, I figured right before I leave, I'll take you on a little tour of the classrooms, of which we have 2. This is my desk. I took the liberty of making it a little homey. Got my laptop there, got a bulletin board. I usually do my homework here, but as soon as I finish filming this, I'm going to edit the video. Yeah, I guess I'll show you the main classroom. And this is the main classroom. Say hi, students of Homeschooled grade through high school. I hope you've enjoyed my little walkthrough through the homeschool life. I will see you guys throughout the week, and Dave, I will see you tomorrow.